In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, I bear witness there is no God but God, and God is the only one who has the right to be worshipped. I also bear witness that Prophet Moses, Prophet Jesus, and Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon them, are the messengers of God, and I seek refuge in Allah from the rejected Satan. So greetings of peace, and thanks for tuning in. May the peace and blessings of Allah be with you. So in this video, we got several things to discuss. I had a dream actually last night about Donald Trump, and I believe it ties in with the U.S. election, so I'm going to tie into that. Also going to tie in why Imam Mahdi, also known as Mashiach ben Yosef, in the Jewish tradition, I believe wanted Biden to win. So I'll get into that and how this all ties into the law of faith. So I've got Quran verses to discuss as well. And those Quran verses will be in the description box below. So first we'll get into my dream. And I'd like to open this up with a Quran verse, chapter 6, verse 116. Should you obey the majority of those on earth, they would lead you astray from Allah's way. They follow nothing but mere surmise, and they do nothing but make conjectures. So Allah gives us guidance in the Quran that if we follow the majority of those on earth, they will lead us astray. They make up conjectures and make up stuff all the time. So it definitely would lead us astray from Allah, the unique creator of all that exists. So that's why I personally don't vote. I know a lot of other Muslims that don't vote. Our power lies in our prayers to Allah, the unique creator of all that exists, and we can influence more people by living a more pure life, by doing what Allah makes lawful and stay away from the unlawful things that Allah forbids, and influence large, vast amounts of people by making dua to Allah, the unique creator of all that exists. So this is going to tie into my dream and also tie into why I think Imam Mahdi, Mashiach ben Yosef, peace and blessings be upon him, I believe chose Biden. So we're going to get into that. So my dream. So I had this dream last night where I walked into a larger home. It was white. I was with another guy. I didn't recognize him, and we walked into this house. And after a while, we realized that we were stuck in the house. And so I started looking around, trying to find clues, trying to find anything to help me figure out how to escape this house. I wasn't really worried. I wasn't panicking or anything like that, but I knew I was kind of stuck. So I had to figure out how and most best way to leave the home. So I came upon these two large red doors. They were kind of maroon, and they were actually on the floor, about 10 to 12 feet long. Looked very fancy, very rich looking. And when I opened up these, they were double doors, so I opened them up, and then I saw was a bunch of dead bodies in about a foot of water. And I was looking above them, and I noticed one of them was Donald Trump, and what I believe were other bodies were either other dead leaders or kings of the past, and now Trump is one of these leaders that are in not really in any more power, you could say, that they had really no more influence. That he's underwater and dead shows that he doesn't have the same amount of emotional power that he did, say, if he did win the election. So there's a lot of things that came to my mind while I was in the dream. And then I realized, also with the dead bodies, I noticed like old swords, rusty swords, spears, these old time weapons were mixed in with these dead bodies. Which gave me the idea that, there were more people from the past, like old dead kings and leaders from the past, were underneath this about a foot of water. So it made me realize that Trump with all the stuff that's going on, that he's looking for fraud, election fraud and stuff like that. He won't be successful. From what I interpret from the dream, and also came to realize that I just had to let it all go. And then once I let it all go, I was able to leave the house. It was actually a white house, and I could just easily walk out once I had that realization in my dream. So that's the importance of trusting Allah, the unique creator of all that exists, no matter what's going on around us, that we trust in the unique creator of all that exists. And the reason why I believe in Imam Mahdi, the Mashiach, ben Yosef, why I believe he chose Biden over Trump, was, as we know, Imam Mahdi, peace and blessings be upon him, when he governs, he will give charity to all the needy peoples. He will spread, he'll evenly distribute the wealth of the treasury amongst the people. There's hadiths that describe that people will go around looking to give charity, but they'll find nobody to receive the charity because everybody is so well taken care of, that there's some sort of basic income, universal basic income for the people. They will be rich with greenery, be rich with a lot of plantations and crops and growth. The Middle East will transform from a desert into lush greenery. So there's going to be a lot of beautiful changes to come, inshallah, with the coming of Imam Mahdi, as well as the coming of Jesus, peace and blessings be upon them. Now there's going to be some calamities, will increase prior to his coming, and this is just to help. This is the pangs before the birth, you can say, that will help transition the world to more of a messianic world. So the reason why Imam Mahdi, I believe, chose Biden as well as Allah, that Trump, he had the opportunity to give charity to the people. He gave about $1,200 to in relief, in the COVID relief. But if you're going to shut down the economy and only give $1,200, that's just not enough. You got to help those needy people out. And the Republican government as a whole blocked the Democrats from passing legislation to give more to the needy people. So I think, for a great other many of reasons why Biden, God chose Biden, was that he's going to be more taking care of the environment. He's going to be more taking care of the people. And I think this is more in line the way Imam Mahdi, Mashiach ben Yosef, would govern his people, as well as Jesus, peace and blessings be upon him, also known as Mashiach ben David. So those are just my preliminary views on the election from my dream. I don't think Trump will be successful into finding election fraud. I haven't seen any evidence of that yet. There's a lot of hearsay and conjecture, and all the things, all the lawsuits that did go to court were thrown out. So I just don't see that happening. I don't see, like I said, we Muslims don't believe in voting, many of us. I personally don't vote, but democracy is better than a dictatorship, and what Trump's trying to do is turn the U.S. democracy into a dictatorship. I think that would be a real bad thing to do. Also, we know Imam Mahdi, peace and blessings be upon him, will not seek leadership. He's not going to be power hungry. And I think it's very dangerous if you find leaders that are just so power hungry for power, that they're willing to do whatever it takes, lie, cheat, steal, manipulate, just to get into power. I think those people are very dangerous. So it seems to expose Trump for what he is, and though he's done some good things, he's really failed miserably in others. So it's time to move on and put our faith in Allah, the unique creator of all that exists. And that leads us into the law of faith. So I've got some Quran verses here to help us understand the law of faith and to help us move through these times, and also help prepare for the coming of Imam Mahdi, as well as the second coming of Jesus, peace and blessings be upon them, also known as the Mashiach. So the law of faith. There is no compulsion of any sort in religion. There is no compulsion in any sort in religion, as the right way does stand obviously distinguished from the way of error. Now he that shall reject the transgressor and accepts Allah, let such know that he has laid hold of a support firm and strong, which knows no breaking. Allah is all-hearing and all-knowing. Who is better in faith? And who is better in faith than the one who submits his whole attention to Allah, and he is a doer of good to others, and also follows the religion of Abraham, the upright. And Allah has taken Abraham for a special friend. Maintain faith in Allah and His Messenger and in His perfect book. O you who believe, maintain faith in Allah and in His Messenger and in this perfect book, which He has revealed to His perfect Messenger and in the Scripture He revealed before. And whoso denies Allah and His and whoso denies Allah and His angels and His books and His messengers and the last day, he has indeed strayed far away from the truth. Allah sent clear proofs in Scripture to explain the commandments so they may reflect. And we sent not as messengers before you, but they were men to whom we revealed our teachings. So ask the people of the reminder, the Torah, if you do not know. We sent these above-mentioned men with clear proofs in Scriptures, and similarly now we have revealed to you the reminder, that you may explain to mankind the commandments that have been sent down to them, so they may ponder and reflect over it. Follow the ways and laws of your Lord, as that have been made easy for you. Then eat every kind of fruit, and follow the ways and laws of your Lord, as that have been made easy for you. There come forth from their insides a fine fluid of varying hues, which is a cure for the people. In fact, in this there is a sign for the people to reflect. Pay your wholehearted attention to the cause of faith. So pay your wholehearted attention to the cause of faith as one devoted to pure faith, turning away from all that is false, and follow the faith of Allah to suit the requirements of which He has made the nature of mankind. There can be no change in the nature of creation which Allah has made. That is the right and most perfect faith, yet most people do not know it. Follow that which is revealed to you from Allah and put your trust in Him. O you Prophet, take Allah as a shield, seeking protection in Him, and do not follow the wishes of the disbelievers and the hypocrites. Verily, Allah is all-knowing, all-wise. And follow that which is revealed to you from your Lord. Verily, Allah is well aware of what you people do. And put your trust in Allah. Allah is sufficient as a disposer of affairs. All good and pure words of faith go up to Allah, and all the righteous deeds exalt that faith. Whoever seeks glory, let him turn to God, as all glory belongs to Allah. All good and pure words of faith go up to Him, and all the righteous deeds exalt that faith. As for those who plan evil plots, there awaits them an agony of severe nature. The evil planning of such is doomed to fail. He has ordained for you the same course of faith as He enjoined unto Noah, Abraham, Moses, and Jesus. He has ordained for you the same course of faith as He enjoined on Noah to adopt, and which we have revealed to you. And it is that same faith which we enjoined on Abraham, Moses, Jesus. So keep the faith and do not differ in it. He ordains you to establish obedience to Allah, and do not be divided in sects therein. Hard upon the polytheists is that teaching which you call them to. Allah draws him towards Himself who wishes to be drawn to Him, and guides him to Himself who turns towards Him with a sincere heart. Allah grants peace and tranquility to the believers to increase their faith. It is He who gave the believers the Shekinah, tranquility and the peace of mind, so that they might grow all the more in faith over and above the faith they had already possessed. Indeed, all the hosts of the heavens and of the earth belongs to Allah, and Allah is all-knowing and all-wise. Allah has bestowed a favor on you because He has guided you to the true faith. They lay you under obligation because they have embraced Islam. Say, lay me not under any obligation on the account of your embracing Islam. On the contrary, Allah has bestowed a favor on you because He has guided you to the true faith if you are truthful. So we are very blessed to have this blessed religion of Islam, the Quran, Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, as well as the Torah and all the other authentic scriptures, and all the other beloved prophets of Allah, peace and blessings be upon them, like Moses, Jesus, Abraham, etc. So we're very blessed to have these scriptures that Allah has revealed for us, these beloved prophets and messengers that Allah has blessed us to help us as a guide and to help warn us and admonish us and give us glad tidings of paradise. So we're very grateful and beneficial for us to have this. So that's why I'm so delighted to speak about these Quran verses and put them together in a compilation together for you. For us, we can grow spiritually, have greater reward in this world and the next world, and expand our consciousness, increase our frequency, our vibration, and let that spread throughout the world. And we're very blessed that Allah is going to send Imam Mahdi, as well as the second coming of Jesus, peace and blessings be upon them. So I really hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you take Allah as your shield. If you found benefit in this, I'm grateful for that as well. And just as a quick summary of the video, that I personally don't believe in elections for voting majority rule, but as Muslims, Allah has power over all things, unique creator of all that exists. So if we make our du'as to Allah, and Allah will answer our du'as more if we understand divine laws, like the law of faith, law of protection, law of giving charity, stuff like that. All the laws that Allah has prescribed for us and forbidden for us. And if we apply those and stay away from the unlawful things that Allah forbids, Allah will answer our prayers. And this is way more powerful than going out to vote once every 4 or 5 years. As Allah has supreme power and perfect control of all things and regulates all affairs, it just makes all the sense to prepare for the coming of Imam Mahdi, as well as second coming of Jesus, peace and blessings be upon him. Stay out of the elections and just make du'as for what we want. We want charity for the needy people. I would like to see a basic universal income for all, and have a fair and balanced place of trade for all people. Get rid of the usury and the interest and the fiat. Go back to gold and silver, inshallah. And live a beautiful and harmonious life, so we can have great rewards, not only in this world, but, and more importantly, our eternal life in the hereafter. So with that said, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you take Allah as your shield. I hope and thankful to people who give in the cause of Allah, the unique creator of all that exists. Make dua for all of you, and I ask Allah to protect all the believers, inshallah. And I hope you enjoyed the video. May the peace and blessings of Allah be with you. Take care. Thanks. Peace.